Good Monday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Monday. I am your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go and talk about the weather for your Monday evening going into your future. Now, looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. But if you go on and scroll your way out, look at the MRMS. You don't really have anything right now in terms of rainfall, pretty much for the entire southeast. We do have some rain going on up here inside of, or some very light rain going on up here inside of Ohio. We also do have some snow going on in Michigan. Some kind of like a mix of some rain and some ice and snow going on in Wisconsin. And some snow going on in Montana. We also do have some rain going on in Utah, snow going on in Arizona, as well as Colorado and New Mexico. Some rain also trying to go on in Texas and Missouri, and then some snow going on in northern New York as well. Here is your cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is not really showing much. No cloud cover really for the entire state. And if you go over towards your cloud cover for the pretty much for the foreseeable future, I'm going on to push this forward. Cloud cover really staying pretty clear tonight. As you go into tomorrow morning, though, cloud cover starts to increase, and then as you go into this is tomorrow night right here for our Tuesday night. Cloud cover is again staying compacted inside of South Carolina, and then as you go into this is Wednesday morning, cloud cover really staying there. You can see the cold front passing through, and you can see the cold air right behind it. Very good representation of what you would see, the cold front and then the cold air behind it. Now, that might just be a coincidence, but there's a good chance that that could be just the cold front right here where the line is tracing at, and then you have the cold air right over here. So that's what we're looking at there in terms of temperatures right now. Temperatures right now 46 in Columbia as well as 46 in Chapin, 44 inside of Newberry as well as 43 in Lawrence, 43 in Anderson as well as 46 in Orangeburg, 44 in Holly Hill as well as 46 in Moncks Corner in Somerville, 44 or 46 inside of Allendorf, 48, 52 in Charleston, 53 in Key Island as well as 50 in Beaufort. We even have that is 53 or 55 over there near Hilton Head Island, 52 near Myrtle Beach, as well as 46 near Conway, 43 near Loris, 44 in Florence, and 44 in Sumter. Going up here to the upstate of South Carolina, 43 in Spartanburg, as well as 41 in Greenville, 41 in Clemson, as well as 43 in Anderson, 43 in Gaffney and York, as well as Rock Hill. Low temperatures for tonight 35 inside of Greenville as well as 33 in Spartanburg, 34 in Anderson as well as 33 in Lawrence and Greenwood, 38 inside of Aiken, 38 in Barnwell, as well as 40 in Walterboro, 40 inside of Moncks Corner, 49 in Charleston, 51 in Hilton Head Island as well as 41 in Georgetown, 36 in Kingstree, 44 in Myrtle Beach as well as 32 in Cheraw, and 36 in Sumter and as well. No precipitation is expected. That was from 8 o'clock in the morning today to 8 o'clock or to 7 o'clock p.m. So at least for tonight, we know that there is no precipitation for the next from now until around 7 o'clock in the morning. But what about going into tomorrow night as well, going to the afternoon as well? You can see here that has changed. The entire low country of South Carolina, 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible for the entire low country of South Carolina, and for the upstate of South Carolina, just the very, kind of just like the very northwestern tip of South Carolina, as well just to the north of Greenville and Anderson, and kind of just to the south of the South Carolina North Carolina border. We do have some rain possible in that region as well, but that region and then the low country of South Carolina has the entire low country, I mean, so could be a bit of a disagreement with National Weather Service offices, but the National Weather Service at Charleston thinks that everyone in the low country does have a threat for at least a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch from 7 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Tomorrow. Now going into this is our SPC outlook. So as we go on and get that up, nothing for tonight, obviously. Monday is looking to be, I mean, at least for Monday night, it's looking to be just a pretty normal night. If you go on and look at day 2, You can see that there's a lot different here, a lot different. There is indeed a TSTM, or just a regular thunderstorm risk, that goes out for Columbia, Aiken, Rock Hill, Spartanburg as well. Gust of up to 40 miles per hour possible, and I guess you could say some small hail, because again, thunderstorms can always produce just some small hail or some very low but still kind of gusty winds. And then the marginal risk, which is in effect, which does only bring actually a wind risk. There is no threat for any sort of hail or anything like that. So some, just some small hail gusts, 40 to 60 miles per hour possible inside that dark greenish region there. And then going into day 3, from Rock Hill, Columbia, Aiken, Charleston, and Island, Florence, and Myrtle Beach, slight risk of severe weather is in effect for these regions. Marginal risk goes all the way up there for Greenville and Spartanburg as well, as that comes with a slight risk, marginal risk. The yellow risk, a couple of tornadoes might be possible. I don't really think much hail would be possible. We'll look at that tomorrow night. But overall, damaging winds and maybe a couple of spin-up tornadoes are possible, especially inside the yellow region. The green region, we'll talk more about that again tomorrow night, and that's when we'll have most of our information. But that's going to go on and wrap that up. I do want to show one thing real quick. This is for, again, tomorrow. You can see this is from the CSU right here. This is a kind of like a model made by an AI thing. You can see it right here in the center, yellow risk going on, and then pretty much for the low country coastal region only has it at a marginal, while the upstate is still the same, and actually has the entire state or the entire upstate inside that marginal risk, and then the yellow goes on as well. So kind of aligned with this one, but still something to look at, to see which one is more accurate. We'll see after the event is done on Wednesday. So now let's go on and talk about our future. Short term first. Let's go on and do that first. Then we'll go on and talk about our long term future. But right now, as we go on through, just going through tonight. Nice. There goes that isolated shower activity. This is tomorrow at around 3 p.m. And I definitely could see the National Weather, especially of Columbia and even Greenville, Spartanburg as well, adding a risk for some showers as well. As you can see right here, going into 4, 5, 6 o'clock p.m. Showers going on all the way up there towards Rock Hill. And then there goes the main rainmaker just to our west, going through Alabama, Georgia by around 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning. And then that will continue to our east, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's bringing shower thunderstorm activities up there towards the upstate of South Carolina. And then it's moving through, going to the Midlands by around 8 o'clock in the morning, bringing some gusty winds with it as well. And then by around 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, that's when showers and downpours will really start to intensify a little bit, because it starts to get a bit more hotter. And I think the more east it gets, the more intense that it will be. And you can even see right here the purple starting to pop up. And that's around 2 p.m., obviously, when it's getting close to the hottest portion of the day. So the more east you are, I think definitely the higher chance you have of receiving any sort of severe weather. If you're far up here in the upstate, not really much, but definitely the coastal regions and the inland coastal regions as well definitely has the highest chance of receiving any sort of severe weather. That's going to go on and wrap up our short term. Let's go on and talk about our long term future. Time is in the top right corner of your screen if you want to keep track of that. You can see as you go on and push this forward, there goes the severe weather right there, moving through March the 5th. And then potentially some more thunderstorm activity going on March the 9th as well. But just as you continue through, March the 13th, some more shower and thunderstorm activity is possible. And then, look at this, March the 16th, some shower activity is possible. And then everything else is way too far out to talk about, so we're going to go on and stop there. But overall, just that train that I was talking about like a week ago, if you watched the forecast update that I posted where I said a train of severe weather is coming, this is kind of what I was talking about, whether that be severe weather or excessive rainfall. And speaking of excessive rainfall, I do want to go on and check that out. We have not checked it yet. Just going on just for tonight, nothing for tonight. Tomorrow, there is a little risk kind of like up here in the very far upstate just to the west of Anderson and Greenville. And then as you go on into Wednesday, surprisingly, no threat for any sort of excessive rainfall on Wednesday. So that's what we're looking for there. And that's going to go on and wrap this up. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that portion. Let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Jarrell says, hi, Joseph. How was your day? My day was good. Mania says, hi, Jay. Thanks. No problem. Hello to you. My cousin Thad says, good evening, Joseph. Man, it was gorgeous today here in San Antonio today. Just beautiful. We'll talk about San Antonio's forecast, but I'm pretty sure highs supposed to be close to the 80s. I think that was what my forecast was, either yesterday or the day before. But yes, it definitely, at least I would be wanting that weather rather than 45 degrees right now outside where I am. Mr. Anthony also says, good evening to you. And that's it. So we're going to go on and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now. If you have not hit the like button, make sure that you do so. We have 9 people in here, and we've had 11 people tune in so far, yet we only have 7 likes, so make sure that you go on and hit the like button if you have not already. In terms of San Antonio, low temperatures for tonight, 64, high temperatures for tomorrow, 77, low temperatures for tomorrow night, 52, but there is a chance of showers between 9 p.m. and 3 p.m., and that's not tonight. I believe that might be tomorrow night. I'm going to have to check real quick. I think that is for tonight, actually. Yes, okay. So that is for tonight. There is a chance of showers between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. tonight. It's only a 30% chance. It's not, much, but still something to just keep an eye out for. And then looking at tonight for Raleigh, low temperature 32, so below freezing. High temperature tomorrow 67, low temperature tomorrow night 54, and then a chance of showers for Raleigh going into Tuesday night with a 30% chance as well. Wednesday brings in a 100% chance with that shower and thunderstorm activity that's going through South Carolina as well. And so that's it there. Let's go on and talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. Just weather-wise, a lot is actually going on weather-wise right now. We do indeed have some blizzard warnings up. Nebraska, Wyoming has blizzard warnings up. We do have some high wind possible. Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, especially Louisiana down near Baton Rouge and New Orleans, where wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour is possible, and that might not even be associated with thunderstorms as well. So the southern portion and central portion of Louisiana, Texas, including the San Antonio region as well, gusts of up to 55 to 60 miles per hour is possible as you get into tomorrow. So you really have to watch for that. But overall, just for the San Antonio region, it says 45 to 55, but they think that isolated regions get up to 60 and relative humidity down only to 5%. Maybe 15%, but somewhere around there. And then we also do have some flooding going on up there in New York, and then some winter storm warnings up for the west. And that's pretty much all that I'm seeing. South Carolina and North Carolina still does have that statement out for any sort of fire danger. That goes all the way to 8 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. So still, fire danger is still occurring. Wildfires are still happening throughout the state. I've seen two more wildfires in Berkeley County. I saw one in northern Charleston County on the border of Charleston and Dorchester. And then I saw some other ones as well near Santee as well. That's in Berkeley County. And then some other ones as well. Some have been contained though, but overall that's what I've seen though. So that's pretty much it in terms of that. Also, just a fun fact real quick, we only have 10 more days until we have another eclipse. It's actually going to be a lunar eclipse. That's going to be in around 10 days-ish. I'll have some more information on that, and, on cloud cover, obviously. It will be during the nighttime, because lunar eclipse during the night, solar eclipse during the day. But the moon will kind of turn reddish/purplish. That's going into around like 10 days or so. So I'll talk more about that probably going into the next couple of days when we get closer and closer, and I'll be able to talk about cloud cover pretty much for the entire United States, so we'll be able to see that. And that's going to wrap that up. Let me check the chat one more time. Let's see. Mr. Gentry says, Good evening from the Florida weather guy. Awesome job. Thank you so much. And then Mr. Oliver says, good evening. Lunar eclipse sounds cool. It does. I'm honestly interested to see what it will look like. Even though I've gotten a picture of it before. I've seen, obviously, a lunar eclipse before back in, like, elementary school. And then Terrell says it will be a powerful eclipse. I can show one more thing real quick. Here it is right here. You go on and look at eclipses. It's on March the 13th through the 14th. This is from timeanddate.com. If you want to go on and check it out. But here it is right here. 10 days, 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 46 seconds. You can kind of see what it will look like. Turning red. Pretty much the entire U.S. will be able to see it. And then overall, the time frame it will start at around like 11:57, so close to 12 o'clock in the morning, and then it will peak at 3 o'clock in the morning and then end at 6 a.m. So you would have to, I'd honestly recommend being up if you want to see it at 3 o'clock, but it starts at around 11:57. The full red comes at 2 o'clock in the peak, and the more redness and the more vibrant it will be towards like 3 o'clock in the morning. But again, that's a later thing. We'll talk more about this when the time comes. So that's going to go on and wrap this up. Make sure that you go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and also make sure that you go and hit the share button as well. Trail says, my astrological expertise, that said, do you need glasses? You do not. You do not need glasses for that at all. That's only for solar eclipses. And I don't see anything else. If you have anything else that you want to ask, I'll be here for about like another 5 minutes or so. I'll comment inside the chat instead. But that's going to wrap this up. I'll be back tomorrow morning with your Tuesday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of their Monday.